Alright guys, episode 2, we actually have a garage and some lighting up here now, and my toolbox as well, which will help a lot with this build. Ever since then we've done some research, so we'll need to modify the steering wheel and the geometry. So we've got to bend these a bit, make a custom bracket that extends these out so it actually like turns the steering more, because that's what a drift car needs. At the back over here. But for now, we just take the back wheels off and decide where this goes, because obviously the engine's not going to sit here anymore. And we've got to get a keyway notched into the shaft. And yeah, let's do this. So I just take the rear wheels off for now.
Oh, I was not expecting it to be that quick.
Well, I've loosened them off. Fairly easy. And then yeah, we're just gonna start taking the shaft off.
So now we've got to take this axle off, where we're going to start with taking the hubs off, then the clutch, and
The clutch.
clutch. What's this called?
The sprocket.
The sprocket thingy-mabob. So we're good at taking that off.
Fairly easy.
That.
Yeah, just take the obviously can't take it off, but like just crack the bolt open. Alright, so we've taken pretty much everything off, the hubs or whatever you call it, the bearings, the bolts for it, and now we've just taken the bolts off of the brakes, just to remove the brakes out of the way. We've got to get a different size sprocket.
We sort of made an idea to have the handbrake here, so then everything's stripped so far. It's just all the welding, all the fabricating, and
alright, so I've kind of made a keyway, a very dodgy one for the sprocket. I pretty much drilled holes and made a big hole in the thing, put that in, and now I've got to weld the keyway in place. So what you guys are going to see is just a bit of dodgy welding. Just sucks that I don't have proper tools to do this properly, but it is what it is. Just doing it the home style and the cheapest way.
Alright, so we obviously in the last episode thought about completely making our own subframe, just tubing it basically, but the carby is going to stick too far out, and unless we want the engine broken, then there's no point of doing that. So we're going to go back to where it originally was, because now that we've figured out it's actually a better idea. So what we've done here is 420 sprocket, which I don't know what the previous one was, but that's a good upgrade to have. And we went from this little tiny piece of chain that was originally on it to this big boy, the 420 DID, and it is a lot bigger, and it's gonna help us a bit more than the original one would. And we've got a centrifugal clutch here with 420 gearing. It used to be a CVT, but because of the power loss through the drive belt, it's gonna just be better that we have this instead of the old one. And we have this hydro handbrake that we are going to set up on the chassis on the left hand side, and we've made these custom brackets to be able to put it on. And yeah, so today we're just going to be doing a little bit of assembly and mocking up, just so we know that everything fits well, and it's going to be a good project.
Alright, so we're going to install this with my awesome moustache now. Pretty easy, just slot it in place. Make sure these are the right way around. And that's that. Just put the bolts through it and then figure the rest out. We've got this all bolted back in now. We just need to put the keyway in for the rotor and sort out where the new sprocket sits. Sweet. Right, the engine's in place now. Looks pretty freaking cool. I've used a ruler to just see where the sprockets are sitting and make sure that they're in line. The alignment, I've used a flat ruler to see where the sprockets sit. And so far so good, everything's lining up fairly evenly. The engine mount is mint with the 12mm plate that I've used. I've also installed a hydro handbrake here. And for this, I don't know if it's gonna work, but for the front brakes, I may get an additional front brake, so like a line lock. Get a line lock kind of situation for the front brake. I don't know if it's gonna work or if it's gonna be a waste of money, but I'm still gonna try it. So these two front brake hoses are going to go to front brakes itself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So now we just got to cut the chain and size it up because that chain is way too big.
So for the next episode, we're going to need a couple things. One of them being the brake T-piece to be able to fit onto the dual calipers for the hydro e-brake. And we need a chain splitter because obviously it's way too long because that's a bike chain and this is not a bike. But for now, we're going to get those two things. Then we need to figure out the fueling situation and how we're going to basically make this all work. And yeah, so another thing we're also going to need, we're probably going to fabricate sort of an exhaust because we can't be running this engine without one because it will blow everyone's ears off. So that's all in the next episode. Hopefully we'll catch you guys then, and peace out.
And hopefully I could shave this off later on.